Selena Gomez, welcome to KiSS 92.5 and welcome back to Toronto.
Thank you. I know you guys were talking about the earthquake, and I just would like to say that I did not feel it at all.
So, do you believe my co-host Roz when he said that he doesn't believe that there was an actual earthquake?
Everybody I asked, and I've been here for 2 days, said that they didn't feel it. So.
Well, I know what I felt in the condo, so it happened.
You sure someone wasn't vacuuming or something?
No, absolute positive.
Okay.
Positive. How's the show last night? Molson Canadian Am.
It was awesome. It was
Yeah?
great. The fans are incredible.
What's that feeling like when you step out on stage and you see literally thousands and thousands of people mouthing all the words to every single one of your songs?
It's a sweet feeling, especially when even though Canada is kind of like a part sometimes of us, I just feel like it's different. So coming
Right.
over here and having people listen to my music and seeing that reaction is a really good feeling.
Is it true that you also incorporate like a Britney Spears medley into your show?
I do, yes.
Yeah. Did you have to get her permission to?
No,
do stuff
because
like
it's a
that?
cover. I mean,
Okay.
if I released it, if I like sold it, then
Yeah.
obviously it would be she would have to have permission, or I'd have to have permission. But it's just for fun.
Now, being in the business for as long as you have, is it surreal when you kind of step back away from the acting, from the music, from the press, from everything, and you look at your life and everything that you've achieved so far? Does that still kind of trip you out?
Yeah, of course. Every now and then I do get a little, I get a little overwhelmed.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I still feel like I always feel like I haven't accomplished enough. So I'm
Right.
always like, I want to do more. I want to do things that I really love and be the best at the things that I love. So.
You're 19 now, right?
Yes.
Do you ever sometimes wish, like when you say that you get overwhelmed, do you sometimes wish that, like, damn, I wish I could just be a normal 19-year-old now?
I think I'm pretty normal. I think I have a good balance of it. I mean, I
Right.
really wouldn't trade my life. I love what I do, and I work really hard. But I mean, I try to be as normal as possible. I do normal
Right.
things.
Right. And when did you make the decision to kind of separate your entertainment life from your private life, to kind of keep that stuff private and away from Selena Gomez, who is the international superstar?
It's obviously hard. I
Yeah.
mean, it's weird and it's hard and frustrating at times, but I think it just comes with it.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm sure every person has to deal with that, having people want to know other things that are not what they're there for.
Right.
Obviously, you're there to do your music or
course.
acting or something, but of course, everything gets kind of mixed up.
Yeah. And When the Sun Goes Down is a new album, Selena Gomez and the Scene. How proud are you of this particular project?
I'm really excited just because I worked really hard on this album and my band did really well, and we actually had a song that was written by one of my band members. So it was really fun to kind of really be a family and just kind of get comfortable with it.
Yeah. Would you say that this project, away from the solo stuff and away from the other band stuff that you've done, is this by far your best,
Definitely.
you think? Yeah?
Yes, yeah, and
you
it
work
just
with-
gets better.
And you work with Britney and Katy Perry on the album too, right?
Did, yes. Brittany co-wrote a song on the album that I was lucky enough to get because I fell in love with it. And Katy Perry actually wrote on my second album.
Yeah.
And she wrote on this one as well. And they've both been really nice enough to do that for me. So.
Yeah. And were you surprised by how quickly Love You Like a Love Song took off
Yeah.
and got picked up, like from your fans, and just fans even that you didn't even know existed?
Yeah,
The
it was.
new
I
fans?
was completely shocked because most of the time when I release a single, it kind of takes a minute to get picked up, and
Yeah.
it's a lot of promoting it and a lot of going and performing it in different places. And I actually haven't performed it in any shows, and
Right.
it's been doing really well. So excited.
By the way, I should add that KiSS 92.5 was the first station
Really?
in Toronto to play Love You Like a Love
Yay,
Song.
Awesome.
So
Thank you.
I'm just saying, right? It's true. Between touring and doing press, writing and recording your music, do you actually, and acting, do you have that time to downtime for yourself as just one individual to kind of do your own thing?
Sometimes, yeah. At one point, it got really hectic because I was doing my series. I was doing
Yeah.
my series on the Disney Channel, and I was recording my album, and I was touring the album. So at that point, there did get a moment where my life got really crazy. But now I definitely pace myself. I take
Yeah.
2 or 3 days off during it.
Now, you as a 19-year-old, I want to say entertainer because you do it all. You're part of a generation, whether it's you or Jonas Brothers or Bieber, whoever, you're part of a generation who can have that longevity in the business. When I was growing up, it was people like Backstreet Boys, New Kids, Will Smith.
NSYNC.
NSYNC, exactly. And they have longevity in the business. Have you at any point in your career had, let's say, like a celeb mentor that came to you and said, I've been through this, here's what else, I've seen, everything that you've done, which is great and amazing, and you're a star, here's what else you can expect, because there's always that other side to the celebrity life.
I've never had a mentor per se, but I've had a lot of people, artists and actors that have come up to me and complimented the way that I've been doing things, which it really means a lot, especially people like Katy Perry and like Nicki Minaj, like people like that who say that just kind of makes me feel good, makes me feel like I'm doing something right. So it's obviously like a good burst of encouragement.
Of course. And it was just announced that you're coming back in October. You're going to be performing in Oshawa. Is this going to be considered like the second leg of your tour, or is this like a brand new show that you're putting together for your fans?
No, it might be a second leg. We might change up some things. I'm not quite sure just yet, but most of it will be similar. But right now we're kind of figuring it out. We're finishing the American tour, and then we'll head back over.
And then planning all that, do you still have time to do the acting side of your life? What else are you working on?
Right now we've paused a little bit on that, focusing on tour. Don't want to get too crazy. And then after that, I think I might hopefully do a film a couple of films that are in development.
Awesome. Selena Gomez, thank you so much. You're always more than welcome to join us in KiSS 92.5 anytime you want.
Thank you.
We really appreciate you coming in today.
Thanks so much.